Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to Security Guard Command. So today I wanted to make a video on a topic that has kind of been a running theme in the security industry for quite a long time. If you go to any forums, you go to Reddit, you go to YouTube, you go to Facebook groups, what have you, and you're going to find the same question posted in just about every security guard forum. And this question is, how do I get respect? Or how come people don't respect me? And how come people don't respect my authority as a security guard while I'm working on property? And I think I've unlocked and solved the equation on this. And guys, it's actually not rocket science, but there is a little bit of work involved, and there's a few things you got to do. So let's get into it. Alright guys, so I've got a list of things here that are part of the equation for gaining respect as a security officer. And the first one is you got to be kind. You can't be a jerk, because if you're a jerk to people, they aren't going to respect you. You have to be able to show kindness, and I guarantee you, people are watching you. And when they see that you're kind to somebody, they are going to respect you even more. So always remember, you've got eyeballs on you. So be kind to everybody. Now this one is kind of a no-brainer, but you have to actually be respectful to other people. In order to gain respect, you must be respectable. And part of respect is mutual, so you must respect others. Even if you don't like the other person, you still need to have respect. This next one is a big one with security, and that is listening. You need to be able to listen well, because if people get the feeling that you are not listening to them, then they are going to lose respect for you. So make sure that you practice listening skills. Listen, listen, listen. Another one will go a long way is to be useful. So if you are constantly refusing to help or to, actually do your job, which I see a lot of security who just don't want to do their job. They're lazy, and they do everything in their power to do the least amount of work possible, and that is going to actually diminish your ability to be respected. Stop making excuses. When people make excuses, they're not respectable. Nobody wants to respect somebody who makes excuses for everything. So stop making excuses and start finding solutions to things and do your work. Now, this next one could be a big one for some people, and that is to let go of your anger. Guys, if you get angry easily, practice letting it go or hide it until you can let it out elsewhere. But don't show your anger while you are working, because that automatically reduces the level of respect that you're going to get from everybody around you. This next one is also important, and that is that you must be willing to change. So if something that you've been doing is wrong, be willing to change and do it right. Admit when you're wrong. That off the bat will automatically get a ton of respect from people when you are able to admit that you were wrong. Okay? Be willing to change. And there's a saying, and it goes along these lines: blessed are the flexible, for they shall bend and not be broken. And there is so much truth in that statement. Our industry is always changing, and it's dynamic. Our office space is a very dynamic place. Things are constantly changing, and we must be ready to bend and change directions at any time. So being able to change and be flexible are absolutely key to our job, and they will gain you respect. Another thing that a lot of people in my opinion, get wrong is the golden rule. And the golden rule is do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And that's a great concept and all, but I feel like it's wrong. And I feel like that, especially in our job as security, it needs to be worded differently. And this is how I would word it. Do unto others as they want to have done to them. Or like, treat others the way they want to be treated. Not the way you want to be treated, but the way they want to be treated. Because what you want and what they want may be two separate things. And so, let's say that, we'll give an example. We go to an ice cream shop, and I love banana splits, and I want a banana split with chocolate and caramel drizzled all over it. Okay? Now, I think it's the greatest thing in the world, and I take somebody else to that ice cream shop, and I buy them a banana split with chocolate and caramel drizzled all over it. Well, guess what? They're allergic to bananas, they hate bananas, and they don't like chocolate. They are not going to be very happy with what I've done for them because it doesn't work for them. So, treat others the way they want to be treated. Rather than me push what I like onto other people, ask other people what they like. And that's an example, because in the case of security, you're not going to go and say, hey, what do you like? But if you practice listening well, you are going to find out pretty quickly in any conversation what they want. And then you can treat people the way they want to be treated. And that's just showing respect to other people. So change the golden rule up a little bit. It's no longer do unto others as you would have them do unto you, but rather treat other people the way they want to be treated. Okay, that's just called giving respect. Guys, another thing with gaining respect, especially in the workplace, is, and it goes along the lines of complaining, is rather than point out problems and complain about it, if you find a problem, before you go and start talking about the problem, why don't you try to think of a solution to that problem and present the solution along with the problem, and you will be a lot more liked if you have solutions rather than problems. And you got to be careful with this one, however, because if you are outshining, say, your manager is going to take that as a threat to their own position. So you've got to do it in a way that makes your manager shine. And like I said in a previous video, we are all leaders, guys. We are all leaders. Every single one of you that does security is in a leadership capacity. And the people that are under you in this leadership capacity are the general public, the population, possibly your fellow coworkers. If you set an example and they follow you, then guess what? You're a leader. But your job as a security guard is to be a leader to the general public and to guide and direct the public to avoid any conflicts, to avoid any issues or problems, and to protect the property and the people that you're in charge of. So remember, guys, you are in a leadership position, so leadership applies to security. Regardless of whether you are a manager, a supervisor, or the lowest of the low-ranking security guard, you are a leader, okay? So practice leadership skills. And when you demonstrate that you are a good leader and that you've done all these things that I've listed in this video here, you're going to be surprised when you find out that your people are going to start respecting you. Okay? That's where the respect comes from. Respect is not automatic. Respect is not given because you're wearing a uniform with a badge on. Respect does not come automatically. Okay? You might get a little bit of respect at first, but as soon as you start acting out in a way that's not respectful, then you're going to lose all respect from people that you want the respect from in the first place. So practice these things, guys, and come back in a few weeks. Try this out. Come back in a few weeks. Tell me how it goes. I'd love to hear your comments. Let me know your experiences with gaining respect. As always, guys, have a great day. Stay safe, and I will catch you later.